Wilson, Ebenezer Alame, and Austin Forsberg. For Overland, led by, of course, the 6'10 center, Deron Davis, headed to Indiana on the basketball scholarship. Halliburton, Tyler Stevenson, Jermaine Robinson runs the show, and Reggie Gibson, another high-energy guard. You will see both teams substitute often. It will be a track meet at times. Overland tends to play a little bit slower to get that 6'10 senior involved.
Well, when he can get involved, they're pretty much unbeatable. So the question will, how can Eaglecrest keep Deron Davis at bay? I know one thing, Moneymaker, look at these kids coming out. Eaglecrest has the all-shoe and sock team. Check these shoes and socks out when they come out for starting lineups.
Yeah, those are a little glowing.
I mean, they're multi-color. I see green and pink and red and black.
See, I like the old school where everybody's shoes match.
I had the old Chuck Taylors. Look at that, Money. Wow.
Senior Reggie Gibson. 6'10 senior number 20, Deron Davis.
And there's the big fella, Deron Davis. And I'll tell you what, Bill, you're in for a treat. It's not that he can just dunk and score. He can hit the three, and wait till you see the kid pass.
Well, if I'm John Overlander, I'm hoping he makes that first three so he keeps shooting from out there. Keep away from the hoop, but there's a reason why the Indiana Hoosiers, one of the top teams in the country, have come after Deron Davis and signed him. He'll be a big asset to the Hoosiers.
I guess what? I guess if you're good, teams will find you. Is that the key?
There's no question. I'm sure Tad Boyle would have liked to have him signed here at Colorado. But speaking of Tad, Buffs.
Buffs are going to the tournament, right?
We think the Buffs are going to dance.
Gotta get in.
Be dancing.
Yeah, they gotta get in.
Congratulations, Tad. I think they set a all-time high with 22 wins so far.
The officials for tonight: Denise Lopez, Mike Book, and Nick Lobb.
Well, again, these officials have earned the right to be here. They're rated by athletic directors, the coaches, and the referees themselves. If they make the pool, then Chassa High School selects them to work different games.
Well, you're in for a treat here. Watch both of these teams in the semifinals to get here, and just a thrilling victory by Eaglecrest last night.
Well, and again, we got to point out, these guys play each other a ton. They're in the same conference, and they play each other twice a year, but they play probably 4 or 5 times in the summer. They might even have a fall league they play in, so they know each other well.
Well, they split this year, and the first one went the way of Eaglecrest, but Deron Davis did not play in that game. The second time Overland came to play, Overland controls the basketball. Jermaine Robinson makes this team go. He's got the ball in the corner, dishes into the big man, Davis. Davis cross court. There you see that pass. Tyler Stevenson locked and loaded, starts with the three.
That's what Davis does a great job of passing. Goes strong side, weak side, find the open. Back down the three.
Colby Ross running the show. You'll see Elijah Wilson as well. He is lightning quick. Stiff man-to-man defense by Overland.
Eaglecrest will be very patient offensively.
Ross into the paint, going right at Deron Davis, and he's called for traveling.
Colby Ross trying to draw the contact. There was a lot of contact there. They called a travel. Easily could have been a foul called on that possession.
Yeah, tough one there to start things off. 3-0 just underway here, the 5A state title game at Coors Event Center as Tyler Stevenson got things rolling.
Tyler Stevenson just 5 points a game on the season. He knocks down the first bucket.
Davis, baseline. Deron's going to get called for the charge. Great position by number 45, Nate Bokel.
Nate playing that turn over the left shoulder. Guess right on that one. Drew the foul.
Picked him right up off the floor, too. That's a big fella.
Eaglecrest with some quick guards. And look at those shoes, Moneymaker. I can't get over those things. Man, oh, man.
Colby Ross down low, going to let that one go off the back of the rim. Jermaine Robinson picks up the rebound. He's off and running. Robinson into the paint. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds and goes the way of Eaglecrest.
Gervais Robinson's eyes got very big on that one. He was able to get right to the rim, but fumbled it out of bounds. Eaglecrest ball. That's 2 turnovers in a row for Overland.
Head coach John Olander knows that his team will need to force more of those. Colby Ross surveying as he gets it over half court, driving to the rack, under control, stops, pops. That one good.
This guy just competes. John Overland loves his ability to just go after it and the will to win.
Davis with the ball down on the blocks, down low, turns again over Bogle, fakes it, kicks it back outside. Stevenson, back to the big man. Oh, from 3, that off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Bogle, here comes Eaglecrest.
Look at that.
Wilson to Forsberg. Forsberg tosses it up from 3. That's going to be no good. Overland with the rebound. Reggie Gibson, the spin move into the paint. He's going to be called for the walk. Turnover, Overland.
Well, the turnovers are mounting for Overland as they have not been able to kind of get their field going yet.
Austin Forsberg's been a nice key for Eaglecrest in the state tournament. Ross taking it. That one lips out. Rebound goes to Halliburton. Now Ross back on defense, and Gervais Robinson running the show.
Eaglecrest doing a good job of sealing off the driving lanes. Overland will set up. You know, a double pick and roll. They're going to look for Deron Davis here again.
Davis from 3. Got it. Nothing but the bottom of the net for the big man.
2 3-pointers for Overland. Up 6-2.
Ross looking for some space. Gives it off to Bogle. Back to Bogle. He's got some space down low. Gets in too low and a turnover. Gibson comes up with the ball. Gervais Robinson out front. He's going to be fouled by Forsberg. Well, Indiana wants him. He's going back there.
Colby Ross picks up his first. And Gervais Robinson, 13 on the night, or on the season. He's had a nice career at Overland. 14 points against Chatfield.
Free throw up and good by Gervais Robinson. They did get that foul to Ross. They thought it was on Forsberg. 8-2 early as Overland's out to a 6-point lead. Ross quickly gets it across half court.
See what a good job Overland does with their defense, staying in front of people. And
Ross is quick. Look at the turnover. Great stuff by Halliburton. Stops, pops, another bucket for Tyler Stevenson as you see him elevate and put it down. Overland has sprinted out to a 10-2 lead. Strong shooting, including a pair of threes. And Tyler Stevenson quickly with 5 points, Bill.
this is exactly what Eaglecrest didn't want to see. Big run early going. Timeout Overland, or timeout Eaglecrest. Overland down 10-2.
You don't know who's going to kill you for Overland. They're very well balanced, and the big man averages 13 points a game, but they spread the ball around very good. And you'll see a kid come off the bench, Badia Wang, that can score as well.
Well, this is their guard play against Thunder Ridge last year was the difference maker. Although Ron Davis is a huge impact, the quickness and the ability to get in passing lanes because you have Deron Davis at the rim to block shots, creates those turnovers. They've been able to get some and score off them.
Let's get to the third member of our broadcasting team, Aaron Slack. Aaron.
Thanks, Todd. Well, I just talked to head coach Danny Fisher before the game, and I said, how would you describe this team in one word? He said, leaders. We're deep with veterans that know their role on this team, and that's true to form how they start out this game tonight. Todd?
All right, Aaron, thank you very much. And another turnover. Reggie Gibbs going to put it up from 3, and Gibson off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Bogle. Back the other way is Colby Ross. Ross going to spot up. That 3 no good. Lips off. Rebound goes to the big man, Deron Davis.
Eaglecrest getting a little impatient offensively with quick shots. How to share that basketball. You have Deron Davis with a foul. If he gets another one, he'll be out.
Deron Davis tosses that up from 3. That one off the front of the rim, and Ross pulls it down going the other way.
It was interesting. The whole Overland team off the bench with Deron Davis shot that 3, hoping for it to go down.
Travel call, another turnover for Eaglecrest. We got a mass substitution coming. We'll set the lineups in a moment. Right now it's 10-2 in favor of the Trailblazers. A 10-2 lead, and obviously this is emotional, intense, and each team wants to win this. And Overland already talked a little smack, asking Eaglecrest, hey, you guys crying? Are you crying? Wow.
Still a long way to go. Eaglecrest can't afford to get impatient. Overland's built this lead, but Eaglecrest has shot themselves in the foot a little bit, and they're only going with turnovers and 4 shots.
Overland, extremely good basketball team, has won in blowout fashion in the round of 8, the round of 4. Now they're in the title game. Big man, Deron Davis, a little jab step, going to take it. That one's going to be short off the front of the rim. And back, here comes Eaglecrest. Wholesale changes on Eaglecrest, except the lineup, and the big man swats that one away. Jervay Robinson now with the rock.
Yeah,
Jervay, going for Padilla Wang on the baseline, going to come up empty. Little showtime action there.
Again, Eaglecrest has got to get back to moving the ball. Sure, too many guys going one-on-one. Make a couple passes, penetrate, kick.
Checking into the game has been Josh Walton, also number 15, Ebenezer Alamne. Walton from way outside. That one going to be pulled back down by Tyler Stevenson, and Overland back running. To Davis, Stevenson from 3. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Right to Davis. Davis back to Stevenson, and a turnover. Victor Barnes turns it over. Jervay Robinson behind the back of Stevenson, and he can't convert.
Swatted by number 35, Josh Walton. What a play by Walton.
Oh, Kobe Ross gets underneath. It's going to be a foul, the hoop and the harm.
Well, the hoop and the harm there. Big play there, and Danny Fisher not happy. And that's 2 on Deron Davis. Eaglecrest keeps attack. Watch Davis get this weak stuff out of here. He tries to generate the fast break, and Cody Ross in a reach in. That's what he didn't want to see with the big fella, a reach in foul. He'll have to come out. 2 fouls on Deron Davis.
Checking back in for him, Elijah Halliburton, and Davis has not been in foul trouble in this state tournament right now. Coach is not happy about it. 10-5, the lead, 5 points with 2:10 left in this opening stanza. Reggie Gibson takes the ball over half court. Both teams jacked up. Start this one.
Eaglecrest is going to think they might have an advantage here with the big fella being out. Look how Overland's moving the ball, being patient. Pick and roll.
Reggie Gibson directing traffic. Over to Jervay Robinson. Padilla Wang down in the blocks. Halliburton now with the rock. Halliburton puts it on the ground. Wang from the corner. Got the baseline jumper. It's good.
Well, Padilla Wang is on the whole skinny team, but this guy can shoot, moneymaker. Knocks down that 15-footer.
Ross back over here to Josh Walton. Reach in from behind by Gibson, knocking the ball away. Xavion Jackson in the lineup as well. As I said, you'll see this team go 12, sometimes 11 deep. Victor Garnes on the floor as well.
Oh, they're going to work it around Kobe Ross.
Ross off the front of the rim, no good. That one knocked out of bounds. Overland maintains possession with their 12-5 lead. There you see, nice shot, head coach Danny Fisher.
And he will keep milking Deron as long as his team keeps a lead right around this 5, 7, 9 points. He's going to keep him out of the game.
Robinson on the baseline goes for the reverse. He's fouled. He's going to go to the foul line.
Cut off that baseline, hard drive baseline. You got to cut it off. Robinson does a good job of getting to the backside of the rim, protecting the hoop. Foul on number 35, Josh Walton.
First one off the back of the rim, no good, too hard. Under a minute to play in this first quarter. 12-5 in favor of the defending state champion Overland Trailblazers. Second shot up, this one good.
8-point lead matches their first quarter high lead. Eaglecrest gonna try to find something offensively.
Colby Ross picks up a pick from Walton. Dribbling into the paint, gonna go with a little sky hook, and Ross gets the friendly roll. That's called the shooter's touch there, Bill.
He's a volume shooter, and he got it up there.
Jervay Robinson bumps up and Padilla Wang slams it down on the rebound.
Will Barton-esque, as Padilla Wang did not give up on that play, threw it right down on the miss.
15-7 in favor of Overland, 20 seconds to go. Ross again spins into the lane, goes up, he's blocked. That one off the front of the rim. Wang with those big hops gets the rebound, and out of bounds, Overland ball.
Grizzly!
15-7 Overland. They'll play for one shot. 10 seconds to go. Double pick and roll.
Gibson, top of the key, going to penetrate, gives it off to Jervay Robinson. The rainbow three, nothing but the bottom of the net. You want to know why they're defending state champs? You just saw it. 18-7, taking advantage of everything that goes their way. Big man on the bench, didn't matter. There it is, an outstanding start for Overland. It's 18-7. We'll get you back here for the second quarter. Welcome back to the Coors Event Center. Defending champion Overland with the 18-7 lead. Eaglecrest has got to up that shooting percentage right now at 27%, Hanslick.
Moneymaker, that's the name of the game. Make buckets. They've got to take better shots, move the ball, get multiple guys involved.
Ross scored all 7 points for Eaglecrest in this first quarter. They got to spread it around. Forsberg has the ability to hit from three. He's back into the ball game. Vogel up top. Tries to get this to Ross. Almost turned it over. Ross going inside. Oh, whistle for his third foul. Oh, that's big. That's the third foul on the big fella.
Big fella coming out. But when he went out with his second, oh, this is a tough call. Looked like he was kind of straight up.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Good play by Colby Ross saying, hey, he's got two. It's worth a shot to try to draw three. But, hey, this guy coming in, Wang has been spectacular.
Yeah, Padilla Wang, the sixth man, he's going to be valuable tonight because right now they need him. And you may see the big fella on the bench for the rest of this half, Bill. That could change the complexion of the game. 9 points for Colby Ross. He scored every point for this Eaglecrest team. Let's see how this develops. Inside to Wang. Wang turns, shoots. That one rims out. No good. Colby Ross with the basketball, and he's pushing it up the floor. Ross into the paint. Gets it to go. He's going to go to the foul line, Bill. Smart.
Got a chance to dig into that lead again. 18-9, but good look by Wang. Did knock it down, but Colby Ross attacks the seam. You've got to move your body, not your hands, try to draw the foul.
I'll tell you, Bill, the smart thing that Eaglecrest did is they recognized the big fella had two fouls. They took it right at him and able to get that third foul, and it may prove to be a genius decision.
Well, when you think about it, he'll play the second half, but the first foul he gets in the second half, he'll probably have to come out. So Danny Fisher really going to have to earn his keep as a coach tonight, playing without his best player.
Colby Ross with all 11 points. Reggie Gibson up top, looking for some room. Trap-style defense, down low to Stevenson. Back up to Gibson, the crossover, driving. Going to pass it all the way across. Jervay Robinson from three. That one's going to go no good. Vogel gets the rebound.
Nice block out, good pivot. Don't turn it over, find your guard.
Ross looking for some help, goes inside. A great give and go. Gets the hoop in the arm. Akina Ozor. He's been big in the semifinal semifinals, and he's big tonight. The first two not scored by Ross.
Simple pick and roll, execution perfect. Ross on a nice feed, seal your man, go to the rack and finish. Big fella, nice play there.
Well, all of a sudden, with the 6'10" presence not in the ball game, things open up down in the blocks. He converts the free throw. It's 18-14. Eaglecrest with the 7-0 run to start the second quarter.
And the 4 points. All the points have come through. Colby Ross, an assist there.
Padilla Wang in. That one off the rim, no good. Halliburton tries to get the rebound. That's no good. Coming the other way is Elijah Wilson. He's got a jetpack on.
Ooh, boy, he's got some giddy up.
Ross, for three! Got it! Wow! 14 of the 17 Eaglecrest points. It's an 18-17 ball game.
Wow, what a game. That's a 10-0 run by Eaglecrest. Cut it to 1.
Gibson up top, pressure by Eaglecrest. Gibson gonna let it go from 3. That one off the back of the rim. Padilla Wang fighting for the rebound. That one's gonna stay in possession of Overland as he was fighting with Bunkel.
Wow, Eaglecrest finally gets a 3-pointer to go down. They were over in the first quarter, but this time, Colby Ross, perfect balance, boom, perfect follow through, nothing but twine.
Overland, a different basketball team with the big fella out.
They're showing a 1-3-1 now with a slight matchup out of it.
Wang takes the ball, puts it down one time. Gervais Robinson elevates, got the jumper.
Got the seam in the gap. That's a 12-foot jumper. Right in his range, able to elevate over that Eaglecrest defense.
Gervais Robinson, his 8th point on the night. It's 20-17. 5 minutes left in this second period of play. Inside to Bokel. Bokel puts it on the ground, goes with the little left hook, misses the rim, and that one's going to go the way of Overland.
Be a little more patient. Good job, big fella, on working it inside. Maybe one more dribble. They weren't double teaming. You get a little closer. Use that jump right hook.
Gibson to Stevenson. Back over to Gervais Robinson.
Showing different looks. One of the things to be a good team, you've got to give different looks to the opposition.
Halliburton with the jumper, soft off the rim. That one's no good. Akena Ozor picks up the rebound. Back comes Colby Ross. Little jetpack fella into the lane, off the window and good. As 11 Elijah Wilson's on the board.
Like that, money. Jetpack. Jet to the rim, finishes, but Colby Ross set that up, drawing 2, creating a wide open lane for Jetpack to dribble into.
20-19, the lead down again to a single point for Overland. Had a double-digit lead at the end of 1. Eaglecrest going to that zone defense. Gibson trying to go baseline, nothing there. Back up to Robinson. Gervais gonna let it go. That one's short. Off the rim, Bokel gets the board. Colby Ross now running it up floor past Halliburton. Stops, pops. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes to Wang.
Wang could just, I'm amazed at the elevation these kids have. Wow. Getting above the rim on that rebound. Foul on Eaglecrest. Game is getting very exciting.
It is, and with that, let's take a break and slow things down. 20-19, the defending champion Overland Trailblazers with the big fella on the bench with the lead, but Eaglecrest, yeah, they're coming hard. Spurred on by Colby Ross, who's got 14 of the 19 points, has made this a 1-point ball game. And Bill, that combined with 6'10" center Deron Davis, has been on the bench since the first 20 seconds of the second quarter.
Yeah, he had begun to be a little effective on blocking some shots and things that when you're on the pine, you can't do anything. So he'll be sitting until the start of the second half.
Second quarter shooting, Eaglecrest 3 of 5, Overland just 1 of 7, and the rebounds, Overland, but that gap is narrowed 13-10 since the big fella's been out of the lineup. Stevenson with the rock up top, Reggie Gibson into the paint. Gibson maneuvers and gets it to go.
Well, he's a tank inside, and he just muscled his way up to the rack and got the bunny.
Eaglecrest looking for some answers. On the baseline, Ross is going to turn this ball over.
Colby trying to do just a little too much in a tight area. You got your defender on there, the baseline's there. Another defender comes across. Going to have to just pivot back out, swing it around to the weak side to create some other opportunities.
Reggie Gibson here. Looking for some room. Going to go over there. And Halliburton, the younger Halliburton, Brent Halliburton, puts that up. It's no good. Back comes Eaglecrest. Jalon Jackson, number 10 in the ball game. .240 left. Overland by 3. Ross going to dump it inside. Goes inside. 25. Akenna Ozor.
I really like the no call there. Trying to draw the charge, but that's not a foul. Nice pass, Ross to Ozor.
Ozor, just a junior at 6'3", averages 9 points a game. Padilla, Wang, and Halliburton team up, and Halliburton gets the finger roll to go.
There's a little seam, and that is Eaglecrest had 2 guys on a perimeter guard, and that left the weak side open, able to get a bunny on the inside.
Forsberg with the rock, here to Jalon Jackson. Jackson looking, giving. Big man 35 going in off the back of the rim. That one's no good. Josh Walton trying to convert, can't do it. Wang to Stevenson. Stevenson off the window, that one's good.
Stevenson.
Jackson into the paint. This is back and forth. That one off the front of the rim, and it's grabbed by Stevenson. Make that Halliburton.
What a block out by Stevenson.
Boy, called that one tight. Foul's going to be called on Jalon Jackson. Just a little bit of a bump.
Jalon Jackson is first. Team point.
I like when these guys just get to play a little bit. Let it go, and these guys are up and down the floor. Minute 27 to go, up 5, Overland. Coach Fisher's got to be happy maintaining the lead with Ron Davis being out.
Into the corner. Travel call. Turnover. Number 2, Brent Halliburton. Doesn't get too many minutes, but he's in the game now. Jalon Jackson for Eaglecrest, bringing the rock over midcourt. Colby to the rack. That one's going to be short, but look at the rebound. Outstanding. Akenna Ozor making his presence felt.
Lots of defenders came at Colby Ross. That left the offensive rebound open. Hustle gets it done for Eaglecrest.
45 seconds left in this second quarter. Going to call a timeout. 46.3 to be exact. Let's go ahead and rewind and show you what happened on that last trip down the floor to make this a 3-point game, Bill.
Watch Colby Ross's quick first step to the hoop. Not able to finish. Got a little deflection there, but 3 Overland players on Colby Ross. A great offensive rebound by number 25, Akenna Ozor.
Well, last year, Overland won the state title. That's why they're back here defending it. Able to get the gold. Danny Fisher in his 3rd year as coach of Overland led this team into the finals. Terrific outcome, terrific pace of the game as they fast break. Jumpers pretty much did it all. 55-42 in a low-scoring affair over Thunder Ridge. Danny Fisher looking for back-to-back, and you know how tough that is to do, Bill.
Well, he's been able to milk this lead and keep it in Overland's favor with their big star, Deron Davis, being out of the game. I think it'd be interesting if he plays for last shot here and tries to just milk some clock.
Robinson battling with Forsberg, gets it over to Tyler Stevenson. That's going to be a turnover. So Eaglecrest has the opportunity to tie or make it a 1-point game.
Oh, the frustration of a high school coach. Danny Fisher drops his head. One of those just accidental plays, just fumbled it, hit the out of bounds line, and Eaglecrest ball.
Overland with 7 turnovers, Eaglecrest just 6. Colby Ross leading the way with 14 for the Raptors. Josh Walton almost throws that away.
You got to be careful on cross-court passes. Those are the ones that are going to get picked off. When in doubt, fake a pass to make a pass.
Plenty of time, 20 seconds left. Get it in the hands of number 1, Ross. Jelon Jackson up top. Finds Ozor. Ozor! Nobody covers him to the rack, but that one doesn't draw iron. Jervay Robinson the other way and fast breaking. Tries to slide through Forsberg. It's either going to be Forsberg or Jackson with the foul.
Hey, box two.
Referee doing a good job of
It's going to be Forsberg.
Colby Ross to settle down. It'll be interesting who they call this foul on. It looks like number 23 or number 10.
Yeah, it's Austin Forsberg. 23 gets whistled for the foul. That one off the front of the rim, no good, and tried to tip at the end by Halliburton. That'll take us to half. Well, we've seen it all, but the big fella, if you joined to watch him, he's on the bench. That does it for the first 16 minutes of action. Overland leads Eaglecrest 26-23. Stay with us. Julie Brown will be back on the other side with a halftime report. You're watching your home for the Chassa High School basketball champions right here on Altitude Sports and Entertainment. It's 26-23 Overland. Start the third quarter. I think he's going to be on strict orders to keep those hands up.
It'll be interesting. Maybe he plays zone to try to protect him, and sometimes they go 1-2-2 and put him out top, and he sinks back when the ball's on the wing or the sides. Ron has to be engaged in the second half.
Well, I told you how Eaglecrest likes to play a lot of players. They'll get 11 or 12 involved, and Jelon Jackson is on the bench getting some treatment, and then McGimpy coming out. Overland able to get this back off the opening shot.
Some physical play in the early going.
Austin Forsberg is going to be whistled for this foul, his second.
Collisions already. Just coming in.
Boy, actually, that's his third foul, and that's not good. Forsberg can fill it up.
Yeah, fortunately for Eaglecrest, they are deep. They can handle guys, and that's
Xavier Jackson checks into the ball game for Forsberg. He's number 4.
that easily could have been a hooking foul. He dropped that hand down and wrapped around. Fortunately for Duran, it was called on the defense.
Yeah, Bokel picks up his first personal. Stevenson's going to let it go from 3, and he's been on target tonight. Averages just 5 or 6 points, Bill.
Well, Eaglecrest, 3 of 11 from three-point line. Eaglecrest just 1 of 4, so they make another one here.
29-23, wide open shot here. Letting go, that one short is Elisha Wilson. Can't get it to go. Bokel out top. Bokel over on the side to Colby Ross.
Eaglecrest fortunate not to get a turnover there. Colby Ross wanting to pick and roll.
He's got the pick. There was no roll. Jackson back out on top right now. Colby Ross extends. Oh, he's got it. What a sweet J. Just needs a little bit of time.
Bumped the defense going underneath the screen. Thinking it was a little too deep, but Colby with his 17th point this evening.
Tyler Stevenson again kicks it out to Jervay Robinson. That looks good, and it is. Three-point land, rack it up.
The team's beginning to get hot from the outside.
Colby Ross with the pick. McKenna Ozor spins baseline, looking, spins again, backs in, travel, called for travel. Shuffle those feet. Bill coming out. Three-pointer is the key. Look at Eaglecrest roll.
Watch Colby Ross, the defensive man. Tyler Stevenson goes underneath the screen, able to lock it and load it. Back comes Overland, getting a nice look, playing the game inside out. Good look at the hoop, knocks it down. That was right in line with us, Moneymaker.
That was good. Jervay Robinson with the 3. Gibson, that one off the front of the rim, no good. Eaglecrest with the rebound. Elijah Wilson. Shot out of a cannon into the lane. He's going to dribble that one back out. Looks from 3. Bounce pass into Ozor. Back out top to Bokel. Reset it to Colby Ross.
They had a mismatch. They had Duran Davis on the little guy on the outside. Keep him there.
Strip. Tyler Stevenson to the big man who's going to bring it back out front, slow things down for Overland. They didn't have numbers the way they wanted.
Well, big fella was engaged there, because if he's going to the rack on that, he probably would have charged.
Davis, they're going to let the big fella play, and he gets him to go off the glass, and Bokel went down on the floor on the pile.
Ooh, that looked like fourth foul.
Bokel from the free throw line. That one rolls out. Padilla Wang pulls down the board. Out to Trevay Robinson. Robinson into the paint. Going to throw it up. That almost went in. Wow.
They start to accelerate up. Eaglecrest wondering why that was not a foul on Deron Davis. Watch this play, going hard to the rack.
Trailblazers, Trevay Robinson.
Get two. Watch this play here. Good defense by Eaglecrest. Little shoulder dip. The angle doesn't really show that, but that's probably a 50-50 call. It did get called. Davis is going to have to be careful.
Jerry Robinson with 11 points on the night, searching for the number 12. Free throws up. That one off the back of the rim, no good. 34-26, 5:08 left in this third. Fourth game of the day from the CU Event Center here.
Important part of the game. Eaglecrest now down 8 after only being down 3.5.
Free throws up and good. 9-point game at 35-26. Austin Forsberg's a player that can create some offense, but he has 3 fouls and he's on the bench for the Raptors. Ross gets the pick. Looking for some space, can't find it. Good defense. Back up top to Bokel. Bokel trying to go backdoor and Deron Davis. Great defense, big man dribbling out. He's going to save the basketball and give it off to Reggie Gibson.
You got to be in balance. Stay engaged. Keep those hips down. So you.
Davis going baseline. Look at the soft touch. Goes around and down.
Deron Davis had 4 shots in the first half. 3 of them were behind the arc. Coach Fisher said, "Big fella, we need you down low." He's starting to dominate.
Well, Eaglecrest with 3 straight turnovers, and head coach John Oldander has seen enough. He called the timeout, and Davis only saw 6:20 of court time, Bill. Look at the skills he's got.
Yeah, that jump right hook is virtually impossible to stop. That deep around the hoop. Nice soft touch by the big fella.
I think he'll look good in that red and white of Indiana.
You're a Hoosier fan. I like Indiana Hoosiers. I'm sure Tom Crean will have a few things to say for the freshman when he comes in.
Hey, our director Travis, big Indiana fan. Other state titles decided today. The 3A state championship. Colorado Springs Christian 57-43 over Alamosa. They pick up the title. Congratulations. The Valor girls won the 4A. Televised earlier on Altitude. Maya Starks and Abby Weiner on that call did a tremendous job. So Valor 1 and 2 on the day. Well, an 11-point game now, Bill. It's been a bit of a bulge.
Well, Eaglecrest, see what John Olander has in his bag of tricks to try to get his team, as Danny Fisher would say, re-engaged and create some offense. Now, Overland goes zone, trying to protect the big fella.
An 8-0 run right now for Overland. Jackson into the paint, got to get rid of it. Back to Wilson. Wilson gets that rejected by the big fella. Colby Ross, ill-advised shot. That's an air ball. Time for a break in this one. 3:51 left in this third quarter. 37-26. Big fella, get that weak stuff out of here. Welcome back to Coors Event Center on the campus of CU Boulder. 37-26 in favor of the Overland Trailblazers. Deron Davis. What kind of impact? Well, when you don't play in the first half, not a lot. But in the second half, he's been absolutely tremendous, Bill.
Well, big fella has gone down low, and as Danny Fisher said, we need you engaged. Get back in his game. So he has dominated offensively, points inside, and defensively with block shots and rebounds.
has some touch along the baseline, and you saw his range hitting that three, and haven't seen it yet in this game, but follow him throughout the state tournament, Bill. The kid can pass.
Again, Eaglecrest still the same problem. Only 3 guys have scored on their team.
Well, there's another one. Padilla Wang.
Wang has been really special tonight. Again, Overland has 6 or 7 guys that have put points on the board.
Well, as it is with Overland, it can quietly get away from you. And right now, they've built the lead up to 13 points in what seemed to be kind of an even game. But really, this third quarter in the last few minutes, Bill, they've been on a tear.
No, it's 13-3 run. Well, later on, we'll see one of the reasons why Ron is good. And
boy, Wang is doing a great job on the boards as he goes up and clutches that one and brings it down. And so far, they've been able to get rid of this quarter without Duran getting in foul trouble, Bill.
Yeah, actually, Danny Fisher may think about taking him out.
Robinson from the top of the key. That one no good. Going to rebound by Ross. Eaglecrest on the run. They need some offense. Ross is going to take it. That's going to be a foul right there. Blocking.
Well, the block before the shot was up should be out of bounds under for Eaglecrest. Davis made sure that ball wasn't going to finish. Bump, foul, NBA, that'd be an and one.
Tyler Stevenson with the foul. The reach in by Gibson. He's going to be whistled for that foul. Slapped down, got the wrist a little bit.
That's a big fella get down. I mean, Eaglecrest cannot get to the rim for it easy. They're dying for a bucket, down 13. They only have 3 in this quarter so far.
Great defense by Overland, and that causes it to have a lot of problems. Ross out top. Again, Forsberg's on the bench. He's one of the other offensive threats, but he has 3. Ross finds a little window, gets in, but he had to put that shot up high because the big man was there. Ball goes out of bounds on Ross. Overland basketball.
Ross had a nice touch off that glass. Looked like it was going to go down, but Ron Davis goes after those shots. Weak side offensive guys got to go to the glass and try to put that back in with a big fella out of the play.
Gibson over to Gervais Robinson. Down to Deron Davis. Back to Gibson. Gibson's going to toss it up from 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Padilla Wang hustles after, but to no avail. Here comes Ross. Raptors in desperate need of a bucket. Ross going to stop, pop, got it.
Like when he gets his hand in the middle of the ball, the rotation is good. His stroke is pure. That's his 19th point on the night. Cut the lead to 11.
19 of the 28 Eaglecrest points. Unbelievable. Overland's going to call a TO here, Bill.
Danny Fisher not happy. He knows Eaglecrest is relying completely on Colby Ross. Don't give him open looks. Got one there.
Colby Ross, Bill, has been as good as advertised. Iced it for the line as they beat #1 Rangeview last night, but he's got all the moves in his bag of tricks.
Well, he is not bashful. He's a volume shooter. They're going to have to ice that arm down at the end of the evening, but he is Eaglecrest offense, 19 of their 28 points. But for them to win, he's going to need another 19.
Ross, he just needs a little bit of room to get open. He's able to do that, and he's keeping them in the game, averaging 18 for the season. He's already over that tonight.
It's a fun player to watch go at it for Eaglecrest. We'll see what Randy in this game had. 2 minutes left, and then you got the fourth quarter coming up.
Well, you got to chop it down. See if you can get Eaglecrest chop it down to 5 or 6 points on the game. If you get it back down there, then you got some options going into the fourth quarter. But the big fella, Deron Davis, has been able to stay on the floor. He picked up that 3rd personal foul at the very beginning, 30 seconds into the second quarter, Bill, and he has played a very good third quarter in making a difference.
Well, he has definitely got skill. There's no doubt about it. When he gets to Indiana, he's going to have to learn how to take that motor to a higher level because there's so many great players in the college basketball. But fortunately, he's got a great coach to help him do that.
Robinson in the corner, dumps it into Deron Davis. Davis going in. They're going to call the 4th foul. Just when I talked about it, he picks up his 4th foul. Wow.
Good play by Eaglecrest. Ron Davis made his mind up. He was going to dunk. You can't run through the guy.
Oh, man. Boy, Kobe Ross is excited for that one, and that's a big, big problem. $1:40 left. He's still in the game, Bill. We got to be careful here.
Coach is saying, I'm going to challenge you. Can you stay out of foul trouble?
I take it right to the rack and try to take it right at him. Ross going back door. Oh, what a great cut back door, but Xavier Jackson unable to get it to go.
Good hands by number 1, Reggie Gibson. Deflects that ball out of bounds. He leads the Raptors in steals, 1.6 a game.
Halliburton and Padilla Wang down low as the big fella takes a seat on the bench with $1 left in the third quarter. Overland's going to have to put the clamps on now. Ross, he's got room, fires up. That one too strong. No good. Rebound coming to Jermaine Robinson and back the other way. Weaving through traffic and slows it up. Back up top to Gibson. Gibson spins, gives back out front. Wow.
Reggie Gibson, the senior, is going to shake and bake on his own. And
Gibson into the corner. Padilla Wang weaves in. Heels to Stevenson, back up top to Gibson. Gibson going to take it down the lane. Gibson can't get it to go. And that was going to go the way of Eaglecrest as Halliburton tried to get the rebound, dribbled out of bounds.
now it'll be interesting to see Eaglecrest play with the ball, don't play one shot, but try to attack and get an easy one. They could get it under 10 going into this fourth. Still gives them an opportunity.
Well, you got to figure that Davis will be on the bench for the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, you'd think, Bill.
That would be my guess also. As long as your team can keep the lead, you got to keep them there.
Overland extending that defense. They don't want to give Ross much. He spins into the lane. That's a turnover. It comes the other way. Robinson. Finger roll. That one no good. Halliburton there for the rebound and the putback off the glass.
Big hoop there. 13-point lead. 7 seconds to go. The clock is not running. They didn't start the clock. Extra time for Kobe Ross attacks.
That was going to be on Halliburton.
Halliburton got a foul, but watch it. He'll put this bucket in, and the clock never started. It was stopped after this ball goes in, and it came in bounds, and I bet 2 or 3 seconds went
at least,
off
yeah.
before the clock started, giving Eaglecrest a little extra time.
19-4 tonight for Ross, looking for his 20th points. Got 20 of the 29. I'd say that's a high percentage of points, Bill.
Well, that's a lot. He's got a high percentage of the shots, too. Kind of like you, Money Maker. When you play, you like to shoot it.
Put the rock up. It's the only way you can score.
Kobe Ross is such a competitor. Talked about him on the open. He's just going to try to will his team. Coach is going to give him a little blow here. A little extra 30-second rest. Take him out for these last 3 seconds.
Jelon Jackson back in the game. He was a little banged up after halftime, but he's back in, and Jermaine Robinson puts that one up. It's no good. So after 3 quarters of play, 41-30, the defending champ Overland Trailblazers looking for back-to-back titles. If they're going to get it, they're going to have to work because the big fella's on the bench. He's got 4, and they've got to contend with Colby Ross. We'll be back on the campus to see you. Favor of Overland.
Eaglecrest is going to have to come out of his zone.
Stevenson in, loses the ball. Ross has got it. He's got a 3-on-2. Ross gets it over. Too hot for Jackson. Going to go out of bounds, but Eaglecrest is going to maintain possession.
What we talk about in practice.
Well, I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought Overland just sat out there with the ball and make a play man-to-man. What an inbounds play. Score!
Inbounds play and score 41-32. Eaglecrest has cut it under 9.
That was the 4th player for Eaglecrest to get a score. They need some other guys to give them.
Gervais Robinson wheels and deals off the window, gets the soft touch off the rim and down. He's got 14 on the game. It's 43-32.
How about the left hand finishing on the left side? That was a beautiful shot by Gervais.
Ross bounce pass back door. What a beautiful pass, but a no-go on the layup. Charles Roberts in the game. Couldn't get it to go, but he's going to the line.
Gervais Robinson can't believe I didn't touch him. He just missed it. Yeah, well, let's take a look.
I don't think he got him.
I already tell from that angle. Official had a good look at it, but Charles Roberts got a chance to add to his 2-point production.
That one off the rim, no good. Stays a 9-point lead with 6:59 left. Roberts, again, the second, you can't miss free throws like that, Bill. Padilla Wang get the rebound. 6:54 left in the state title game. Overland looking to repeat as champions. Gibson looking for a lane, can't find what he does now. Down the lane, Richard Gibson, around it down with the left hand.
The fire plug just unstoppable with a spread court getting to the rim.
Fourth point of the game, but it's a big one. The lead bulges back up to 13. Ross tosses that one up. Padilla Wang going to go down the court. Gervais Robinson glides in and gets it to go off the basket. Now it's a 15-point game. 16 points for Gervais Robinson. Timeout on the floor. Overland has come out in this fourth quarter on fire.
Well, they have Deron Davis on the bench, but that didn't stop the scoring of Overland. They went four-quarter. Eaglecrest came out. How about the spark plug going to them?
The big man's been in foul trouble all night long, Bill, but they've been able to spread it around, and really, that's been the difference in this basketball game because there's players on Overland, whereas Eaglecrest has really struggled to find someone to score.
Well, we talked a little bit about the Open. One of the things in the 4 games coming to the playoffs, the ones that Overland, all 4 that they won, they only gave up an average of 43 points a game. They're right on that tonight. Eaglecrest with only 32. Their defense is solid. Great job, coaching staff of the Overland Trailblazers.
Well, Michael Malone would like this because the way you win is playing defense. They know how to play it.
Well, lately, the Nuggets been winning this 4 straight. They're about to win their 4th straight one. And they got 116 tonight, Money, with 16 ticks to go, 116. They're going to beat Washington. 4 straight for the Denver Nuggets.
Boy, that 116 has been a number they've had a lot lately. As I believe the last game you and I did, they scored a $116. Good to see for the Nuggets, a young basketball team. Got to enjoy them on altitude because they're finishing up strong this season, really springboarding into next year. But right now the story is these high schoolers. Some offense checking back into the game for Eaglecrest as Austin Forsberg with 3 fouls is back on the floor.
Overland now into a zone defense, mixing it up, doing a good job there. Now,
Jelon Jackson able to weave in and get the bucket. Some much needed offense for Eaglecrest.
another score for the Eaglecrest, number 10 on the board.
Oh, great defense there. Elijah Wilson able to double team Reggie Gibson and come up with the bucket.
Back in the game, down 11. Eaglecrest able to put a little sideline trap on.
Eaglecrest trying to force some turnovers. Overland just has 2 so far in this ball game. Gibson going down. Stevenson back out top to Gervais Robinson. Gervais able to dribble in, finds a crease. Alley-oop! Oh, Padilla Wang misses the slam.
Oh, I think Padilla was too high on that play.
Kid's got some springs. Gervais Robinson, he's going to take it in himself after the turnover. With 5 minutes left, it's now a 13-point game. 18 for Robinson, taking over.
Back up would have been better for Kobe Ross. Only 1 foul to go ahead and take a foul before he shoots it. Big play there, able to finish on a layup.
Got to get the big fella back in for Overland. He's got a senior career here, and Austin Forsberg fouled by Gervais Robinson.
How about Wang getting up on this
he's
play?
got some springs, doesn't he?
Beautiful play, penetrate, get behind the defense. That's a vertical. Wow. and then going to the rack.
Well, Overland's two best players have 4. There's 4:46 left in this game, Bill. If Eaglecrest is going to make a run, it's got to be now because you have Jervay Robinson and the big fella Durant Davis on the bench.
Well, they're going to have to dig a little deeper into the game. Number 2 for Overland. And Halliburton.
Oh, baseline by Ross, uncontested, gets it to go. It's 49-38. He has 23 on the night.
I think Overland will play cat and mouse, try to suck some time off the clock.
Brent Halliburton in the game, almost turned that ball over. Back over to Reggie Gibson to Padilla Wang. Wang dribbles in, but he's going to be fouled. Foul goes to Jelon Jackson.
I really like Wang's game. He could be a next-level player. I'm not sure. He's a little short for a small forward, but maybe he could be a 2-guard.
Ron Davis and his 4 personal fouls back on the court. The coach just told him, hey, be smart out there. 4:15 to go. Brent Halliburton into the game.
Makes a big difference when you're stalling here and you have that big fella in there.
Halliburton goes up strong, can't come up with it, but look at the big fella. Gathers and slams him down.
Such an opportunity for Eaglecrest. Walton wasn't able to come up with that loose ball, but Durant Davis did. He knew what to do with it.
51-38. It's unraveling. Foul on 35. Josh Walton. 51-38. Durant Davis. How do you do?
Welcome back to Coors Event Center. Overland up 13. Right now you're looking at Denise Lopez. The cool story here, she's the first female to ref the 5A Boys State Championship game. What's cool about this is they are voted in by their coaches and peers. So Denise was voted in by everyone in the state and is a first for females today. Todd, Bill?
Hey, great stuff. Get out there, get into the action, and certainly kudos to Denise and this officiating crew. Keeping things tight, Bill. It's 51-38, 3:46 to play.
If you're interested, you're a youngster.
Yeah, this is
high
good
school,
stuff.
college. Old Crown Foundation, we have an officiating academy where you can learn how to be official, make some great money, work the hours that you want to work. But these guys have all come up in many games, many years of playing, and great job by Denise.
Hey, would you let me officiate, Bill? Can I get a striped shirt?
I think you might be able to do it.
You gotta be all right.
We could put you on the 4th grade boys game in the YMCA.
Hey, I don't know. I can officiate. Yeah, as much hard time as I give officials.
You guys all have done a good job tonight.
Davis backs down low, and once you get that low on the blocks, there's nothing you can do. Into double digits. He's got 11 points. The C is an average is 13.5. Davis comes out. Is he going to get called for his 5th? Is he going to get called for his 5th? Is that it? Is that the end of his high school career?
Tough ball on Durant. Had his hands up. Maybe a little body, but Eddie Fisher saying, I can't change the call.
Let's take a look at it.
Oh, he got that low left arm in there.
Yeah.
That's a foul. I would call that a foul. He had one arm up, one arm down.
Well, look, you know what I like about Danny Fisher is you see him still coaching. He knows this kid's going to the next level. You got to learn. Obviously, the game's a little more physical. A little more physical as you get to the college game. Let's go over to Aaron Slack for more on that last call.
Well, as Duran was approaching the bench and coming out, Coach Danny Fisher looked at him and shrugged his shoulders, said, hey, man, that's a good call. You know, you can't argue with it. So as frustrated as he is, Coach agreed with it and just kind of told him, you got to come sit down now, guys.
Well, it's a learning process, and obviously he'll finish his high school career on the bench, but make no doubt about it, he has been a big factor in this basketball game. Jackson tosses up an air ball. Overland gets the ball. 53-39, 2:55 to play. Padilla Wang on the baseline, gets hammered, foul's going to be on Ross.
You know, Wayne really understands the game. He limits his role to just being around the hoop. Anytime there's an attack to the rim, he's going baseline and saying, throw it up there, because I'm going to throw it down. Wayne going to be the beneficiary of a couple free throws here after the foul.
You know, I'm telling you, Bill, you dress okay, but Danny Fisher's smooth looking. He's tight. He's got the outfit.
You know,
His cousin works in the studio with us, JC.
JC.
You know JC. JC's always got the shoes. He's all dialed in.
JC, Danny, Bill. I don't know about money's outfit, but we got it together.
I don't know, Hans. I got the blue-gray on tonight. Gunmetal blue, they call it. 54-39, just 2:50 to play. Right now, Overland in cruise control. Eaglecrest has fought valiantly, but really just cannot get enough offense aside from Colby Ross. Ross into the paint. Look at that take. Oh, and he's going to score plus the foul. Wow.
Eaglecrest refused to give up. That gets them to 41.
All right, coming. Time for a break. 2:36 to play. 54-41. Ross has been unbelievable. 25 on the night. Overland, you see Danny Fisher coaching over there. Previous matchups, January 8th, Eaglecrest 57, Overland 45. Deron Davis did not play in that game. Second game when they met, Overland had their way a 22-point victory, 63-41. This is the third matchup, the rubber matchup, and you see Deron Davis, Indiana bound, but right now, taking some pine.
Colby Ross, a chance for his 26th point on the afternoon. He's got 26. He makes his 26.
You jinxed him. It was perfect for the foul line. Padilla Wang with the rebound. Now to Stevenson. Reggie Gibson up to Gervais Robinson. Cruises into the lane. Little dipsy-do. Comes back with the ball. Stevenson looking for Padilla Wang. There's going to be a foul on the pass. It's going to be shots 1-1. Austin Forsberg. It has not been a good game for him. Forsberg counting on for some offense and just hasn't had it.
Tell you what, he's got some sweet looking socks though. He's got the sprinkle ice cream socks on.
I was just looking at those.
Man, look at these socks on these Raptor guys. This is crazy. Red, sprinkle ice cream. We got some straight whites. I don't know what Colby Ross, I have to ask him what kind of, I got a yellow stripe up the side.
Well, Tyler Stevenson stepped up. That's his 12th point of season average. He's 5.4. He's also got 3 boards to go along with it. Jackson into the paint, little reverse. That one rolls out. Halliburton with the rebound. Make that Padilla Wang.
Padilla Wang has just been a monster on the glass. He rips down another one, draws the foul. Time running out for Eaglecrest.
Overland really a terrific basketball team. 7-11. That one off the front of the rim and no good by Wang. I mean, this is one of the best basketball teams I've seen in the state of Colorado, Bill. Ross tosses that one up, was looking for the foul. Didn't get it. Eaglecrest gets the board. Jackson goes back in, and this team fighting down to the bitter end. Full court pressure is on, and a turnover here. That one's going to go Eaglecrest's way. It's 56-43.
Wow. Colby Ross misses on air. Looks like got hit on the arm. Great steal by number 10.
Look at that back. Jelon Jackson, little showtime.
And that steal off the inbound created another foul. Stops the clock. Eaglecrest chance to cut it to 11 with 1:46.
Gervais Robinson is fouled out of the game. So 2 Overland players out, their best 2 players out. Deron Davis and Gervais Robinson, both out. Fouls out with 18 points on the night. Ross puts it up and puts it down. Terrific performance by Colby Ross. This one's going to get thrown away again. Padilla Wang just tossed it in. They're going to go to the foul line again. Oh, they're calling offense. They're calling offense on Jelon Jackson.
Well, it looked like Overland had set up in there. I'm not sure about the circle underneath, but man, oh man, that would have been a humongous hoop. I'm not sure what Ian Lang was trying to do with that pass. It's a good call. He was there.
Good call. He was there. Stevenson gutted it up and took the charge. Buck 43 left, 56-45. The Overland Trailblazers have really shown some stick-to-itiveness in this one, Bill, because their big man's been in foul trouble all game long.
Yeah, you know, if Eaglecrest, he makes this shot and it's an and one. Wow. I could have cut it to 8, but it's going to go back to Overland and press back on for Eaglecrest. Eaglecrest without a couple players, key players, so how they handle this press break will be key.
Well, toughest thing to do, Bill, is not getting to the top of the mountain and staying there. And Eaglecrest trying to get there. They've been there in 2013, but Overland trying to repeat as champions. Did it last year, and when you have that target on your back, everybody's coming for you.
Really are. Crowd's starting to lighten out a little, moneymaker.
Yep, gonna head on out. Head on out of town, get ready for a Sunday.
The Overland section staying. They want to cheer and party tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna wait for that trophy to be awarded. The hardware, Bill.
Back to back, and they've
certainly earned it. It's a good basketball team, no doubt.
Not over yet, but again, give Danny Fisher and his staff a lot of credit.
Love how he coaches. You know, I like that he was still coaching Davis after he fouled out, Bill. Steal by Eaglecrest, putting the clamps on. Going in, missing the layup.
Oh, he got hit in the face.
Padilla Wang, down to Gibson. Eaglecrest player down, Overland. Tyler Stevenson having a huge game. His 14th point under the bucket there. Eaglecrest player down. That's number 20. That's number 12, Victor Garnes.
We're going to see this replay as he went hard to the hoop. Oh, looked like he got him across the top of the head there. What a steal by number 10, or number 12, Victor Garnes, just this sophomore.
Sophomore will be back. Foul on that play. Jackson taking it to the hole.
Eaglecrest coach John Huddle, well, what about the one on the last possession?
That's the line for the Jackson.
First one's up, hits the front of the rim and goes down. His second point of the night for Jackson.
1:18 to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eaglecrest, 4 juniors in the starting lineup. Really, I think 2 seniors out of their top 8, Bill. Very young basketball team. Putting the clamps on, foul line is where this thing will be finished.
Top of the Raptors, number 10, Jelon Jackson. That's his fourth.
Well, the Overland Trailblazers, they won the 5A state title last year. That 5A state title was the first championship in any sport in 20 years, Bill. This is their 3rd straight Final Four appearance. 67-15 in their last 3 seasons.
Well, you got to have talent, but you really got to have coaching. And Danny Fisher's been remarkable on what he's done. Saad Yusuf.
Saad Yusuf getting some points.
Yeah, getting some action.
Getting
Comes
on
off
the
the
board.
bench.
Yusuf puts that one up and down. 60-47. I tell you, Overland's defense has stayed true throughout the state tournament, Phil. 3-point land, that one short, no good. Yusuf gets the rebound, he'll be fouled back to the foul line, and this one will turn out to be a foul fest at the end.
60-47, Overland going to the line with 2 shots, earning a double bonus. I think the Trailblazers feel this one's in their back pocket.
Minute 5 left in this one, and head coach John Olander, all he can do is watch the seconds tick off this one, but a valiant effort by his Eaglecrest Raptors. Bottom line is you ran into a juggernaut.
Really did. You know, give Coach Olander a lot of credit. He has one star in Colby Ross, and he's got a lot of guys that compete, play hard, role players. Just needs a little more scoring, maybe another year. That can help.
Padilla Wang has played a solid game. Kids got hops, huh?
Oh, Eaglecrest forgot to block out on that play. Snuck in and got an offensive rebound off this free throw.
This kid's got some hops. Saw one game this year, Bill, where he had back-to-back dunks off inbound steals.
Woo! I'd like to see. I wonder how. I know he can get above that square on the backboard.
Oh yeah, no problem. That free throw no good. He has 8 on the night. Ross getting it up court. Jackson taking it in. Jackson off the window and got that one to go. Timeout Eaglecrest, 61-49.
They're not giving up. Down 12, 55 seconds ago. Overland has had some trouble with inbounding, turning it over, so they're going to ride this one out.
Well, we told you Overland is going for their second straight. Big fella looks like he'll go off to Indiana with 2 state championships, and last year Overland did it. A younger team, had a lot coming back, a lot of expectations, able to carry out the trophy 55-42 over Thunder Ridge.
Thunder Ridge had a nice squad, competed early in that game, just couldn't ever get over the hump. Guard play of Overland was stellar. Deron Davis big on the inside, so I think this is going to be back-to-back titles. Might take a little bit longer, but Overland, I'd like to be in their shoes during this last 55 seconds.
61-49, Colby Ross has been heroic in this night. He's got 27 points, really carried the team. All the points in the fourth quarter came courtesy of him, and despite the fact that Deron Davis was out for long stretches, Bill, they really picked it up with Halliburton, Padilla Wang, great job on the boards, and Tyler Stevenson upped his average, just right at 5.4 per game. He has 14 on the night.
Yeah, he does. We'll see what.
Under a minute to play, 50 seconds, and a steal right here. Jackson gonna go up. That ball slapped out of his hands. Overland dribbles it out of bounds. It'll be Eaglecrest basketball.
Oh, he hesitated. He had that easy shot there. Fortunately, Jackson not able to finish that off. Nice steal though.
Austin Forsberg checks into the ball game. He's the 3-point threat. He's the top of the circle. Ross gonna put it up. That one no good. Wang kicks around the rebound. And Overland will again go to the foul line. Assad Youssef gets another opportunity, put some points on the board, fellas.
They're gonna miss some free throws here at the closeout. Up 12, 41.4.
Checking in the records, number 33, Elijah. And the line of television, number 5, Assad Youssef.
Assad Youssef able to.
Yeah, got his third point of the night.
It's always fun to get in the scoring column. Coach Fisher's going to unload his bench, give everybody some PT. Here they come.
All the fellas coming in.
Up 14 with 41.4 to go.
Stephen Hayes coming in. Halliburton, the younger Halliburton coming in. Tedman Taylor coming in. Price coming in. Price comes in and gets his money's worth.
Well, there's a couple ways you get in the scorebook.
That's right.
You make points or you can make fouls. You'll get in the scorebook.
Hey, listen, if you play in a state championship game, don't you obviously automatically get a letter, Bill?
You should. Yeah. Get to touch the hardware.
Elijah Wilson gets that one to go. Just 5 points on the night for Wilson. Lickety split quick. That one's off from the rim, no good. Gets the rebound, hustles back in, and we get another foul. Tedman Taylor with the honors. This time, this is the longest minute ever.
I like that term, buddy. Gets the honors.
You know. Free throw up and good. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 51. So for Eaglecrest, the only team to get out of the 40s against Overland. Trailblazers just too strong for everybody in the bracket. They've been a double-digit winner against everybody. Wow, Price knocks this one out of bounds. Eaglecrest is going to get another opportunity.
Coach Fisher's about to put his guys back in. Come on, get that ball, hold on to it.
It's 20 to 11. Do you need a nap?
I already had one.
Did you? (63-52) Overland. Trailblazers will be back-to-back Colorado State 5A champions. Deron Davis has wrapped up his prep career. Will head on and play for the Indiana Hoosiers.
Well, you know, coming up, Moneymaker, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you have winning it all?
Oh, I don't know, man. Of course, I'm partial. I'm going, you know, I got to go with my Indiana squad at least to the round of 16, perhaps 8 even. I know they were beaten in the Big Ten tournament, but that's okay.
Money, you're like some of our politicians. I'm
Now
going to
the
repeat
homer.
the question. Who is going to win it all?
It's not going to be Notre Dame.
Money. Third time's the charm. Who do you have win it all? I'll take Michigan State.
Tom Izzo, going to go with the
I'll go with
Spartans. Probably the best coach in college basketball right now. Always seems to get to the round of 8.
He defends. They score, and they win.
Okay, we got games in
Jayhawks
Denver.
good.
We got games. Carolina's good. We got games in Denver this week.
I'm excited. Hope it's a little bit earlier of a start. Nuggets play Thursday and Saturday. Exact day the Nuggets are.
Let me tell you something. If the Hoosiers are here, I'm going. Mark it down. Three-pointer short, right there to put it back in. Gain another 2. It's 63-56. Another timeout.
Danny Fisher.
Elijah Anderson puts it back in.
Danny Fisher is chuckling, but he's.
Oh my gosh.
They need to get. Overland needs to get this ball down the other end of the court. Well, he's put his main group of guys back in.
Say, hey, let's finish this up, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Do you remember back in the day, the Nuggets were at the Lakers, down 7 with 50 seconds left. Michael Adams, you were on that team, weren't you?
You know what I remember? This is even better. That game with Reggie Miller and the Knicks when he scored like 8 in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Stole the inbound pass. Were you on that Nuggets team?
You're 18.3 seconds. You're 3 scores down.
How about we set it up for some alley-oop for Wang to finish it up, huh? Well, maybe the game wasn't as close as the score indicated, but another foul with 16.5 ticks. Boy, this thing has lasted forever and a day.
At the line shooting for the Trailblazers, number 5, Hassan Yusuf.
Hey, Moneymaker.
Yo,
Isn't this spring forward tomorrow?
we're gonna lose an hour too?
I think.
Oh man!
Is that right?
5 point. It is spring forward, so it's actually 20 to 12 right now.
Yeah. Well, not quite because it's
No,
not
they do it
midnight.
at 2 o'clock.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Yeah. Well, that ought to seal the deal there.
65-56, the final ticks coming off the clock. The Overland Trailblazers, it's been long, it's been delayed, but they will be back-to-back state champions. Let's whistle another one. Come on, just let it tick off, fellas and ladies.
Yeah, Eaglecrest put up a little fight, but at the end of the day, this Overland squad was
Too deep,
too
long, too quick.
too talented, too well coached. But that Raptor squad, they're unhappy right now. What a year they've had. They'll finish up 25-3. Overland will be 25-3 also.
You know, you talked about the coaching, and you can't get better coaches than you see in this game. John Olander, for 16 years, has been running this program. Got to state Tyler to his credit. They're always in the running, and they got a very young team. Colby Ross checking out right now. What a game he had, Bill.
He finished, what did he finish with, 27? Tried to will his team in.
Danny Fisher, terrific job. His big man was on the bench, but he manufactured a lineup, quickness, able to get it done.
Danny's going, could the game get over? We just want to win, all right?
I mean, just give him the trophy already.
Coach is finally smiling. I think he's got it with 3.8. Jump ball.
Nothing, no foul, no foul. Oh, off the foot, that'll do it. The Overland Trailblazers, your Class 5A state champions, back-to-back titles for the Trailblazers, and they trailblazed through the bracket. Double-digit victories in every single game, including the title game. At the end, it was ugly, but there's nothing prettier than raising that trophy.
Yes, it is. The hardware, you work so hard. You prepare many years during the summertime. Look at Danny Fisher with his kids walking over, shake hands with Coach Olander. These two guys compete hard against each other all the time, and special moment out there for both players. Same conference, the third time they've met this year. Congratulations, Overland.
Yeah, Eaglecrest, a lot of players coming back, looking at their lineup for the 5 starters. And really, if you take a look at their top 9 players, just 2 are graduating, Bill.
It should be fun to be back in here. We saw a lot of great games today, and Overland players going up into the crowd of their fans.
Getting a little love from the hometown crowd. Got to do it up here in Boulder. Seaview Event Center has been very kind to them.
Well,
Ron Davis going up into the crowd, and fellas pretty happy, and they should be.
lots of free throws in that fourth quarter. At the end of the day, 27 points for Colby Ross. How about Padilla Wang? That guy had 16 rebounds. 16.
To the center court for the presentation of this year's team trophies. Making
That'll
the
do it.
presentation on behalf
Overland
of the Colorado
gets
High
it
School
done.
Activities Association is Associate Commissioner Tom Robinson. The 2016 second place team in this year's Class 5A Boys Basketball Championship, the Eaglecrest Raptors. Coached by John Olander. Again, the Eaglecrest Raptors, your second place team, and congratulations to them on a fantastic year. Please direct your attention to center court for the presentation of this year's team trophy. Making the presentation on behalf of the Colorado High School Activities Association, Assistant Commissioner Bert Boardman. This year's Boys Class 5A state champion is the Overland Trailblazers, coached by Danny Fisher. Congratulations to the Class 5A Boys State Champion Overland Trailblazers.
Well, to see the big man, Deron Davis, certainly has earned it. This basketball team stellar throughout the season, and he finished the run through the bracket, Bill, that was epic.
Well, and again, Overland jumped on Eaglecrest in the first quarter, up 18-7. They led wire to wire. Eaglecrest couple flurries to get close, almost back into the game, but at the end of the day, too much depth, too much talent, and Overland wins their second title in a row.
Well, congratulations to the Overland Trailblazers, Bill. It's been a good time. When we come back, we'll get into Julie Brauman, but for Bill and I, that'll do it for us. Back in a moment on Altitude.
Way to cap up a wonderful day here at the Coors Event Center. Your 5A boys champions, Overland over Eaglecrest, 66-56. We are going to talk to head coach Danny Fisher in a second, but Abby Wayner, I've got you for a couple more minutes. And you know, the historian's Deron Davis, he fouls out. What would the game have been like? Well, it was impressive, right? That the team did what they did with him on the bench most of the time.
It says so much about this team, and I really think it's a testament to Coach Danny Fisher, and we're lucky we'll get to hear from him in a second. But when Davis went to the bench with those fouls, you can feel the energy in the gym change. But that was of no matter to Jermaine Robinson and Tyler Stevenson. There were two seniors who stepped up and made some really big plays down the stretch in the absence of Davis.
So this is back-to-back titles for Overland. Do you feel like when you look at the roster that maybe there's a bit of a dynasty going on here?
Oh, I think you can certainly start tossing out the word dynasty. When you have back-to-back championships and you reload, and when you have a coach like Danny Fisher at the helm, I definitely think that's a possibility for Overland.
Let's talk about Danny Fisher before that Aaron gets to grab him. I mean, he is full of personality. You know why the kids play for him.
He's a coach where you can tell he can get on them and tell them what they're not doing well, and they're going to respond because they know that he has his back. You see the energy that this entire team has, that their fans have, and it all begins and ends with Danny Fisher.
All right, well, let's see what kind of energy Danny Fisher has with our Aaron Slack. Aaron.
Thank you, Julie. Coach, you faced a lot of adversity tonight, but how proud of you, of your group, to just stick it out and get that W?
Gosh, I am so proud of them. I remember in January when we played Eaglecrest the first time without Deron, and how out of sorts we were. It just seemed like we didn't belong in that game. And for us to lose him basically most of the game because of foul trouble and then stand up and respond, it just shows our maturity over the course of the season.
Deron, how's it feel to win back-to-back titles?
It was great.
That's it. It was great.
That's awesome. You know, last time playing him coaching me and playing with my team, man, it was awesome. It was a blessing.
You're both soaking in this moment, but what does it really mean? Not a lot of people get to experience back-to-back titles with the school.
You know, I'm hoping it can settle in for us when we get in the locker room. We have so much pressure on us, it feels like, to do these things. It's almost a matter of business for us, but it feels really good for the community. That's what it's really about. But I think we're going to go in the locker room and lose our minds for a minute. So I'm looking forward to really enjoying it there. But it's amazing. It's amazing.
Enjoy this moment, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Julie, we'll send it back to you.
You know what? They talked about back-to-back titles. You got to experience back-to-back-to-back. So what does that, I mean, the first one must be amazing, but when you continue that, how does that change?
It's not easy to do when you have that target on your back. And make no mistake, as Overland goes into next season, the target is already on their back. And I think that's something that this team and this program is poised and ready to handle.
Abby, it has been wonderful to have you. Hopefully
Julie.
we'll have you again soon.
I hope so too.
Time.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us on Championship Saturday. We have just had a fantastic time. We hope you have. For myself, Julie Brown, along with Todd Romero, Bill Hanslick, and Aaron Slag, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this 5A Boys A State Basketball Championship. Overland beats Eaglecrest.